So I don't know about you guys. One thing about Easter that I really enjoyed would have to probably be the baskets. And I know that's probably a really weird thing to say, but welcome back, Cafe Cats. Back to the weirdness of this month's conversation. Easter. Or at least what we did for Easter when I was younger, because I feel like Easter is one of those things that's kind of like Christmas, where when you grow up, the magic for it kind of just doesn't feel the same. So, I guess we'll start with like being a little kid and getting excited for Easter. I was one of those that always want to be fancy dressed for it. So, I always had fancy clothes. At least, I think my mom wanted to make sure that me and my brothers were fancy anyways, because I feel like she liked to dress us up when we were little. Like, hey, some people like kids, and some people like to really dress up kids because they're like little dolls, I think. But either way. So we were fancy. And I would love to go to sleep the day before and wake up to like the basket on the bed. That's what we had before we actually headed out. And usually where we would head would be Grandma's house. I loved going to Grandma's because literally we would all be in this little small house, and there was so many of us because, well, Puerto Rican families and all. I have like, I don't know, 6 cousins on that one side, 1 cousin on the other. So we would usually head to my mom's mother's, which is where everyone's at. And that's like the, 5+ cousins over there, along with aunts and uncles and grandparents. And so we would get there, everybody would be fancy clothed, and, well, everyone would get a basket. And I feel almost like it was an excuse just to have everybody there for dinner. Which, hey, I don't mind. I really like food, so who doesn't, right? And we would get there, we would play, and they will sometimes, I barely kind of remember having like small scavenger hunts because it wasn't like a lot of space to begin with. But Grandma and them always made it like worth going over there to have fun. And it's not like we didn't entertain ourselves after either way. But everyone would have a little bit of something, so no one was left out, no matter what the age was, because we were kind of spanned out. We were close together and spanned out all at the same time. We had some younger ones, but we were all pretty close to age. I would say about like maybe 4-year difference, if anything. So overall, it wasn't too bad. And we got to see everybody and take lots of pictures and stuff and watch WB, I remember one time Batman was on, and it was like, it's the weirdest memories. Those random things that just pop in your head, and you're just like, why do I even remember that? Like, why does my brain retain the fact that I watched Batman at one time during Easter? It doesn't make any sense. But brains, they're weird. So overall, I think that was my consistence of Easter for the most of the small ages. And by the time we were like teenagers, I think a lot of that just stopped. We would go over to Grandma's house. That was like always a thing. But after that, it just became one of those things where it's like, okay, we're going over there. We're going to have food. We're just going to hang out. And that was that. The magic for it eventually stopped. It was more, like I said, an excuse to go to eat, which was, in the long run, I think, much better. Free candy is always free candy. But, like, I know a lot of people that are into like holidays, really, really into like Easter and those smaller little holidays that I personally don't find matter. Just personal. And it just ended up being like little by little, we just stopped altogether for Easter because in the long run, everyone grew up and it wasn't as important. But from the memories that I had, I enjoyed it. Do you guys still do anything for Easter at all? I know for us, ever since we moved, I think we've done it at Silver's aunt's house. But overall, after a while, it really wasn't a big deal, and it isn't a big thing anymore. But that's my experience with Easter as far as I can remember, because I honestly have the worst memory known to man. So, overall, what do you guys do? Like, Cafe Cats, let me know. Do you guys still celebrate Easter? Do you guys just, I don't know, have an excuse to eat food and stuff during with your family or with friends? I think we're just gonna chill out. I'm not even sure. But I guess we will figure that out, won't we? Thank you guys for listening. Have an awesome day.